everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today, surprisingly, I have my Painter's Pan update. This is one I haven't updated in a long time because honestly I didn't know what I was going to be doing with this project, and I alluded to that. Actually, I didn't allude to it. I actually spoke about it in my video. I believe it went up yesterday about the projects that I am thinking about doing for next year, the ones that I'm thinking about putting on the chopping block, so to speak, and all that good stuff. And this is one of those projects that I kind of had on the chopping block, and I think I have been neglecting to update it. One, because I don't have a ton of progress on it, and two, I just was feeling unsure about it. So I think I've decided what I'm going to do. I did read all of your comments. I haven't had a chance to respond to them yet, but if you're on YouTube, you know you can click on your notifications without responding to them, so you can read through them really quickly, and I will be responding to them. I haven't had the chance to sit down and really do that yet, but I did want to read them because I wanted to see what you guys were talking about and thinking as far as some of my projects. And this was definitely one of those that I wanted some advice and some guidance on, and I got that, and that's kind of cool. So I think I have decided what I'm going to do with this project. I had talked with Paula, or as you guys know her as A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It, talking about ending it at the end of this year. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but what I am going to do is I have some panners in here that have been in here for a while, and I've been working on products for them for a while. So I think what I'm going to do is, as I finish the product for whatever panners I have in here, when that's done, I am not going to roll in a new person. I feel like everyone that's already in here, I want to give myself the chance to finish that product for that panner and then just not roll any in. So when I am down to, you know, just a few panners, I probably won't update for a while until I'm ready to just do my finale. So that way it's not like I've just cut everyone off that has already been in this project, and I get to complete it. I get that closure, so to speak. So I think that is what I'm going to do. Am I going to focus on these to try to get most of them done by the end of the year? Of course I am. Of course I am. Who wouldn't? But if some things aren't done by the end of the year, I will work on it next year and see how far I can get. And like I said, my goal is to actually finish everyone that is in this project and reach the goal that I had set when I brought them in. So that is what I'm going to do. If you are not familiar with this project, you wonder what I've been rambling on about. This was started forever ago by Liz. She is on Instagram. She used to be Kooky Pans. Now she is Shiny Happy Pans. And this project pays homage to other panners in the community. It is a wonderful, wonderful project. I just have my own issues with it, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the project itself. It has everything to do with me, my anxiety levels, and all of that stuff. It is an amazing project. I have some problems, you know, trying to come up with things, and I don't need that struggle. I got enough struggles, so I think this is how I'm going to handle it, and I actually do have a rollout, so there is that. That makes me very happy. So then when I continue on, I will only be working on 9 panners and 9 products, and that makes my life just that much easier. Let's get into these products. The first one I'm going to go over is the one that is rolling out, and that is for Laura Takanaga. She created the I Heart the 90s project pan within the Fantastic Ladies, and I just chose one prompt from that project, and that was Jurassic Park, which called for your oldest product, and it could be within any given category. It could be your whole collection, however you wanted to do it. So I chose my oldest highlighter, which was this e.l.f. baked highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. It is one of my absolute favorites. It's beautiful, but it's baked so it lasts, you know, like 6,000 years to get it done. That's what she looks like. But I actually had this in for usage. I wanted to use it 20 times, which I was able to do. I think I used it more than 20, but I did get my 20 uses on it. So that is rolling out. Laura's rolling out. And I am officially down to 9 products, 9 panners. Some of these have been in for a while, and that is why I want to stick it out until I can get them done, because I feel like they've been in here this long. I should just get them done and focus on them. The first one is for Andrea. I cannot remember how she pronounces it. Pretty as a peacock. You guys probably already know who she is. I brought in the Bare Minerals Shadow in Lime, and my goal is to finish this one. I don't know if it's going to show up on the screen, but I have a decent sized pan, and even everything around the pan, except for the very edges, is incredibly thin. Once I have this thin area around the pan completed, I'm probably going to repress this just because it needs to be. The brush that I use is big and fluffy, and once that is at pan, it's going to be very hard to use. So hopefully this is going to be repressed by the next update, and I'm going to attempt to update it next month because, you know, I want to, I don't want to skip the updates because I feel like it's holding me accountable and it will remind me, hey, Jess, use these products. The next one is Jenn, and she is Project Beauty. You guys all know who she is. You know, she's your favorite friend to the north. She's Canadian, and I brought in the Coastal Scents Hot Pot in Forest Eve. This has been repressed, and I've already hit pan on it again. I love this shadow, and I tend to wear these two together, so I feel like they're probably going to get done close to the same time, but the formulas are very, very different, I think, because this is a Coastal Scents and the other one is a Bare Minerals that I pressed, but I do like them. And this one, I am very happy to see that new pan on it. It's thin, but it's not insanely thin. I still have a ways to go on this one, but it's one that I can do an all over green look, but I can also use this as a liner. I can use it on my lower lash line. It is very easy for me to use the shade. It is one of my favorite green shades out there. So I will miss it when it's gone, but it does need to get done. So I'm going to continue working on that one. Next up is Dora. You might know her as Fuchsia Soul. She is amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I love listening to her voice, one, because I love her little German accent. My mother-in-law is German, so I'm like super familiar with the accent, and it's just very soothing, and she has like an ASMR kind of voice. I think she needs to do an ASMR channel. Dora, you need to do it for all of us. We all just love your soothing voice. But anyway, she is doing the Novi Project Pan just like I am, and there's a bunch of us doing it, but I decided to choose a product from one of my Novi categories for her. One of my categories is bullet lipsticks. One, because I just don't love them, and two, I have way too many for someone that's not really a lipstick girly. So I brought in the e.l.f. Moisturizing Lipstick in the shade Wink Pink. This is how much I have left. It's not a ton, but there is still a fair amount in there. It's not like it's going to be done next week or anything. And then I have my progress line. So you can see where it was when I brought it in. All of these progress lines, and I am at this really crooked green line right here. So I am making the progress. I don't know if I can get it done this calendar year, but I am certainly going to try. I am double timing with this one. I do use it on my lips as well as on my cheeks as a cream blush. I love it that way, and I think I will need to use it both ways in order to get it done. Next up is LJ. She is on Instagram only. She is Nobody Puts Makeup in a Corner, and I struggled bringing her in, as I do with many people, because I don't have the same types of products that she has. But scrolling through her feed, I did find there was one product that we both own, and that is what I brought in for her. And this is the nail polish from China Glaze. It's Little Green Invaders. My goal was to use this 5 times. I've only used it 2 times. But do you notice a theme that I really like green? Yeah. I really like my greens. And this is a beautiful green with red shift polish. And I should be using it more, especially in the fall time. To me, this is a very fall color. And I need to get 3 more uses on it. So editing Jess, remember, you're going to take off your nail polish. You're chipping ratchet nails, and you're going to put this on. So remember that. So hopefully I can get 3 more uses in on that in a reasonable amount of time. I do think I can probably get that done before the end of this year. I mean, it's only 3 uses, and I polish my nails all the time. Next up is Erin Taylor, and she frankens a lot of blushes, and I love to franken as well. So it caught my eye when she was frankening. She does cream blushes, she does powder blushes, she likes to franken, and I appreciate that because I like to franken too. So I frankened a blush for her, and then I've refrankened it since then. So I've just added more product It's going to make her stay in here a little bit longer. But this is the blush that I have created for Erin, and it is very cool toned. I do actually have it on my cheeks today. I have a cream blush on that is warmer, and then I have this over top, so it's not like super cool. And I am a little bit oily because, you know, I was by the fire earlier, outside, fire pit, enjoying it, roasting marshmallows, so I got a little toasty. And, you know, oily girls, we glisten when we get warm. Anywho, long story short, this is the Franken blush that I have in for Erin. It's beautiful. I'm going to continue working on it until it is done. And I do think, because this is, I'm pretty sure this is the only blush that I have in, except that I have a purpley one in for usage, which I haven't touched yet. But this is really the only one that I'm currently working on. So this is going to get a full workout. So anytime I am doing my makeup, this is what I'm going to have on my face. I do think I can probably have it done by the end of the year, and then we'll slowly drop in numbers, which would be nice. Next up is a little Gemini doll. I have failed her. I have failed her completely, and I feel sad about that. She did, what was it? Oh My Pants 200 last year when Misty and I were doing that, and she completed it. She did a great job, so I decided to bring in my highlighter palette from, this is like Shop Miss A, AOA Studios or something like that, is the Majesty highlighter palette that they sent me by accident 4 times. And I wanted to hit pan and everything in here. I had one pan, and there's 5 other highlighters in here that I want to hit pan on for her. Anyone want to guess how many times I've touched this since the last update? Big fat 0, which is horrible. It's not bad. I actually, obviously I really like this shade, and I do like this shade here. The pinks and the whites, yellow, that's hard for my face. I could frank them though. This one's a little bit dark, but I could use it as an eyeshadow. I just haven't touched it, which is horrible. But I do have a highlighter that I am working on in my 50/50 challenge, and that has been taking all of my energy and time. And I'm concerned that I might not hit even one more pan in this before the end of the year, which is sad. It's very sad. But again, if I don't hit it by the end of this year, I'm just going to roll it over and, you know, go from there. So it will eventually get done. It's just not happening right now, and I feel sad about that. Next up is Sophie, or Metropolitan Creole, as you might know her. Her favorite color is red, so I decided to bring in a red lip gloss. So I have brought in Buxom Cherry Flip. It is very, very red. It's a beautiful color, but it is not something I wear all the time, but I do have some progress on it. I was here at the last update, now I'm down here, and I know what you're thinking. The last update was like 100 years ago, and that's all you've used. Yes, I know. But progress is progress. I am working on it slowly but surely. I will eventually get there. I have 2 more panners and 2 more products. Next up is going to be Lavender Web. She is, I believe, solely on Instagram. I was introduced to her from her joining into my Supernatural Project Pan, and I just love the name that she chose for Instagram, Lavender Web. I mean, it's such a pretty name. So I brought in a lavender shade. This is from Lucky Chick, and it is a liquid eyeshadow in the shade Dusty Lav, for lavender, of course. And I have brought this in for 10 uses. I've only used it once. Horrible, horrible, I know, but I keep forgetting to put it into my makeup basket. It needs to go in there. Another message for Editing Jess: put this in your makeup basket. And last but certainly not least is Caitlin Costello. She is from across the pond, and she is vibrant, she is bright, and she likes to do really colorful looks. So I brought in a bright, vibrant, colorful eyeshadow for her. This is Looksy Painted Lady, which I feel like it is perfect for Caitlin because she just loves those eye looks. And I am attempting to hit pan on this. I have used it multiple times since the last update, but I use it with my finger. And yeah, it barely looks like I've touched it. I mean, you can kind of see a disturbance, but no real dip there. Yeah, that's going to take a little bit, but I am working on it. So, you know, hopefully I will have some more progress next month. It would be nice if I could get some uses on some things, even if I don't finish anything but get some more uses in the next month and not wait, 3 or 4 months between updates would be a really good thing. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.